We promised you a great day here tonight.
Great classic, the maker of
Andre, the giant WrestleMania!
Everyone,
ladies and gentlemen, it is electric.
The champ is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wreckage. It is Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Thank you for tuning into the stream and get ready for Wednesday Night Wreckage. We are not going to waste any time tonight. We're going to jump straight into it and get this show going. So without further ado, let's jump into the Wreckage.
It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It's Wednesday night.
Yes, you are correct, JR. It is Wednesday, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wednesday Night Wreckage. We are here in Columbus, Ohio, inside the warehouse, prepared to bring to you an outstanding night of wrestling. I hope everybody's ready. This is the match card for tonight. Starting things off tonight, we got Becky Lynch, the Man, taking on the Boss, Sasha Banks. Next up tonight, we have a mixed gender tag match with Johnny Gargano and Emily the Eliminator taking on Alexa Bliss and newly acquired Eddie Guerrero. After that, we have a women's tag team match of the team of the Bad Girls, aka Team WAP, taking on Liv Morgan and the legend Beth Phoenix. Going on into the next one, we have another tag team match, but this time it's the men wrestling. We have High Energy, the team of Montez Ford and Ricochet, taking on one of our other newest acquires from last week after making a successful debut, Tony Buccioni with John Cena taking on High Energy. Sure to be a great match there. After that, we have a singles match of Tommaso Ciampa taking on Xavier Woods, Mr. Up, Up, Down, Down. Following that, we have The Rock, the Great One, taking on the prize fighter in Kevin Owens. Following that, we have a fatal four-way match. Four of the toughest guys on our roster: Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Walter, and newly acquired Batista in a fatal four-way match. Then into our semi-main event, we have the Beast, Brock Lesnar, taking on Seth freaking Rollins. Then, after last week's shenanigans, AJ Styles ruining the main event, we have in our main event tonight, Stone Cold taking out his revenge on AJ Styles in a tables match. Sure to be one hell of a night tonight, and I'm glad everybody could tune in to see this. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump in to our first match of tonight. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into things. Big D, hey, how are ya? Welcome to the chat. You just tuned in just in time. This is Wednesday Night Wreckage, and this is our opening match tonight. Becky Lynch taking on Sasha Banks. Big D, in case you don't know, there's a little circle down by your chat bar. If you click on that, you can use your viewpoints on me, or as I have named it, Mafia Money, to access the soundboard in there to play random sound effects if you'd like during the match. Or you can also use that Mafia Money to take part in the prediction that Emily has so graciously posted up there in the chat. You can bet money on bet your Mafia Money, excuse me, not real money, just the points, on who you think's gonna win tonight.
From Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Raj betting big money on Big Time Bex, aka the man. These two women. There you go, Big D figuring out how to use the soundboard. No love lost between these two ladies here. Lots of history between these two. Still got a minute or two left in this prediction. Don't be afraid to bet those points. You get more points as you watch me. So don't be afraid if you end up losing the predictions. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, starting things off. Becky Lynch, huge overhead slam onto Sasha. Low drop kick to the back. Locking in a submission, center of the ring. Sasha Banks is able to get out of it. Big Fisherman Buster suplex. Going for the win already. Here we go. Only a 1 count. Sasha's able to kick out. Becky running around the ring like a chicken with her head cut off. Goes up top. Nails the front drop kick onto Sasha. Sasha Banks answers back with a bulldog center of the ring. Putting the boots to Becky. Becky's able to fight back to her feet. Has Sasha up. Sasha is able to reverse. Low kicks. Trying to tie up those legs. Dropping her down with a big kicking combination. Jawbreaker reversal from Becky. Becky's got her hook. Reverse DDT onto Sasha. Sasha fights back to her feet, goes outside, takes a little time to showboat, and comes right back in. T-bone suplex onto Sasha. Man slam. Could this be it? Sasha's able to kick out. Becky's got her hooked again, tying up the arm. Sasha fighting out of it. Takes down Becky, low drop kick to the face. Sends Becky for the ride into the corner. Grabs the arm, runs up. Flip over arm drag onto Becky, center of the ring. Becky's able to kick out. Big overhand right from Sasha, dropping her down into the bank statement. Too close to the ropes, unfortunately, she had to break it. Now Sasha going up top. Went for the frog splash, but Becky had it counted. Another T-bone capture suplex onto Sasha. Locking in a submission, but Becky's too close to the ropes this time. Becky waiting for her opening. Sasha's able to reverse. Big overhand right. Punching combination. Big European uppercut. Sasha going back up top. Body splash, but nobody home. Becky locking in the submission again. Sasha, can you hold on? She's able to. Changing up the game plan, working over the arms now. Probably trying to loosen her up for that disarm or submission. Set for the ride over the top rope. Sasha drop kicks the man out of the ring. Looking for a little bit of outside action here. Becky's able to reverse with a jawbreaker. Sasha sent for the ride into the barricade. Dragon screw leg whip. Sasha getting back in the ring. Showboating a little bit more onto Becky. Becky gets back in the ring, right into another combination. Sasha takes her turn to work over the legs of Becky. Sasha trying to drag her away from the ropes. What's she thinking? Taking too much time. Becky's coming back. Overhand right again. Bank statement again. Rolls into it, but too close to the ropes again. Forcing the break, but she rolls her over, shoots the half into the pin. Ooh, Becky is able to kick out at 2.9 to 99. Becky locking in the disarmer, center of the ring. Is Sasha gonna be able to get out of it? Nowhere to go. Becky breaks the hold. Kick to the midsection. Another man slam, center of the ring. Is this it? Becky gets the win with the man slam. Outstanding performances from both these women. Outstanding opening match. Congratulations, Raj, on the big bet. Highlights from the match. Sasha tried twice to lock in that bank statement, was unable and unsuccessful, not knowing her ring placement.
Here is your winner, Becky Lynch.
There she is, ladies and gentlemen, the man getting the victory tonight. Becky Lynch is your winner in her opening match. Congratulations, Becky. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into our next match, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves our first ad break of the night. Make sure you don't go anywhere. This next match is going to be a great one. I'll see you guys in 90 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wednesday Night Wreckage. As you can see, our next match is Johnny Gargano and the Eliminator Emily Lutz, who was successful in her debut match last week against Beth Phoenix, absolutely destroying the legend. Taking on Alexa Bliss and newly acquired Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero. Let's go ahead and get into it. Good one, Raj. All right, here we go. Hometown boy, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano making his way out to the ring. Our one-man mafia heavyweight champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, the Internet Heavyweight Champion, Johnny Gargano.
You make sure you put some respect on the one-man mafia heavyweight championship belt there, Raj.
And her partner, from Cleveland, Ohio, the Eliminator, Emily.
Heck yeah, man. Any kind of revenue I could get would be great. Here she comes, ladies and gentlemen, the Eliminator, Emily Lutz. Let's see if she can add another win onto her resume tonight. Three hometown wrestlers in this match tonight. Johnny Gargano from Cleveland, Ohio, Emily Lutz from Tiffin, Ohio, and Alexa Bliss from Columbus, Ohio.
And from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
Well, he's been to Ohio enough on his wrestling schedule. We'll make him honorary Ohioan. Yes!
And from Columbus, Ohio, the Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss.
There she comes, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday Night Wreckage, creepy little Harlequin, Alexa Bliss. Ring the bell. Eddie and Johnny starting things off. Johnny sent into the corner. Eddie Guerrero picking him up, hooking him in the tree of well position. Double knees to the back of Johnny. I agree with you, Raj. In our first coming up pay-per-view, we'll have to see who gets the title shot. Eddie introducing Johnny's face to the top turnbuckle, followed up by a huge punching combination. Low DDT. Now it's the women's turn. Emily picks up Alexa. Alexa fights out of it. Big slap across the face. Big combination, dropping the Eliminator down with the DDT. Glitter galore on the attire of Emily, almost blinding me just to look at her. Picks up Alexa again. Drops her on the top rope. Tagging Johnny back in. Eddie finds his way back in. Sent for the ride outside. Eddie taking his time, showing no respect to Johnny. Johnny returns the favor and sends Eddie out of the ring this time. Emily getting her calisthenics in. Johnny with a huge top rope neck breaker to the outside. Eddie gets back in the ring. Johnny follows him back in. Eddie looking for a low drop kick, but was unable to connect. Johnny into the opponent's corner. Couple of Ric Flair chops, now working over the shoulder. One more for good measure. Sky high drop kick into the chest of Johnny. Eddie giving Gargano no room to breathe here. High angle backdrop onto the neck of Johnny Gargano. Women's turn again. Emily with a huge combination taking Bliss down. Emily going up top this time. Huge leg drop across the face of Alexa. Only a 2 count. Alexa's got a tall order to face against Emily here tonight. Alexa goes for a tilt-a-whirl small package. Only a 2 count. Men are tagged back in. And he locks in Gargano. Looking for the Three Amigos. Is he able to hit it? Yes, he is. Going for the win. Ooh, that hand was coming down for 3. Ryan and Valkyrie, thank you for tuning in tonight. Fisherman Buster suplex onto Gargano. Eddie up top. Frog splash, but Gargano had it scouted. Front suplex onto Guerrero, excuse me. Eddie fights his way out, dropping Gargano down, going for a quick pin. Emily's able to get in and break the count up. Running Hurricane Rana. Super kick to the chin of Guerrero, tagging Emily back in. Emily has her hooked. There it is. Front suplex, go to sleep knee. Oh no, I thought that was gonna be it. Emily with the springboard body splash. Emily has her hook, taking her over to their corner. Big headbutt, dropping her down. Alexa fights out, back to her feet. Gut kick, low DDT. Kip up from Alexa, going for the win. Emily's able to kick out. Oh, that's cool, Raj. Yeah, TV makes her look even smaller. Emily set for the right into the corner. Alexa coming at her with a head of steam here. Stretching out the shoulder. Emily fights out of the corner. Alexa with the reverse neck drop onto Emily. Is this going to be it? 1, 2. Emily's able to kick out again. Knee drop, followed up by another one. Big right rocks Emily. Emily has her hooked. T-bone suplex. I think Alexa just made Emily mad. Pulls her away from the ropes and pins her. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Big knee across the face. Gut kick. Emily has her hooked. Picks her up. And power bombs Alexa out of the ring. My goodness. Emily hooks her again. Backbreaker on the outside. Followed up by a big leg drop. Working over the back, followed by a kick to the face. Emily working over the fingers of Alexa, trying to break them, followed up by double knees across the small of the back.
7.
You got to get back in the ring. Count of 8. Emily breaks the count. Emily sent for the ride into the barricade. Alexa enjoying her dirty work here. Emily taking her time to give the crowd a photo opportunity. Slap across the face, and another one drops Emily down. Time for the men to get involved again. Eddie lighting Johnny's chest up with those Ric Flair chops. Johnny taking down Eddie. Uh-oh, he's got it locked in. The Gargano escape submission. Is Eddie gonna give up? Eddie's able to fight out of it. Johnny has him hooked. Looking for a takedown, but Eddie's able to switch it into an arm drag. Eddie locks in the Gargano escape this time on Gargano. Gargano taps out to his own submission. Guerrero and Alexa Bliss get the win. I'm sorry, Emily. What a turn of events. Eddie Guerrero comes in and reverses into Gargano's own submission, forcing Johnny to tap out. You would think with that being his move, he would know a way out of it. But apparently the legend Eddie Guerrero was able to lock it in tight.
Here are your winners, Eddie Guerrero and Alexa Bliss.
Congratulations, Alexa and Eddie. Alrighty. I'm sorry once again, Emily, not being able to add another win under the belt. Before we get into this next tag team match, let's go ahead and take one more commercial break. We got about 15 minutes before our next commercial, but I'm afraid with the tag team matches, hard telling if they're gonna go longer than 15 or could be shorter. But just to be sure so we don't get cut off, let's take this commercial break and I'll see you guys in 90 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for sticking with me. Let's go ahead and jump into our next match. The team of the Bad Girls, Rhea Ripley and Natalya, taking on Beth Phoenix and Liv Morgan. Get your bets in. Hopefully you guys can recuperate from that last match. No, I'm sorry, Brian, there is not in this game.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, the Women's Tag Team Champions, Rhea Ripley and Natalya the
Yes, that is correct, Raj. I think that was the last game to actually have it. There isn't a chocolate pudding match, but I believe Dead or Alive on the PlayStation 2 had a mud wrestling match. I would like to do that, but I'm afraid Twitch wouldn't be too happy with that one. Good one, Raj.
From Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
One of my personal favorites, Liv Morgan, making her way down to the ring. Another tiny female wrestler, but she's got a lot of energy and can come out of nowhere, hit you with that oblivion when you're least expecting it, and grab the win. The bell is rung and we have started. Beth and Rhea starting things off. Big body slam, center of the ring. Rhea stomping the life out of Beth. Looking for a leg drop, but Beth's able to get out of it. Kick to the midsection. Beth tagging in Liv. It's a hard decision to make, Emily. Double-handed choke slam. Rhea tags in Natalya. Submission expert, Queen of the Heart Dungeon. Submission right next to the ropes. All you got to do is reach out and grab the ropes, Liv. Step up enziguri takes Natalya down. Tagging back in Beth Phoenix. Double underhook. Suplex over top. Kick to the small of the back, tagging Rhea back in. Rhea able to hit that leg drop she missed the first time. Quick in and out tags between the champs. That's a pretty good list right there, Raj. German suplex onto Phoenix. A little bit of mat technique being shown off here by Natalya. Keeping Phoenix grounded. Looking for that leg drop again, but nobody home. Head slam down to the mat. Hot tag onto Liv. Rhea stopping Liv as soon as she gets in the ring, not letting her build up any momentum. Stretching that leg out across the middle rope. chops to the chest from Liv. Kidney shot. Sleeper drop. Crank in the neck of Rhea. Liv going up top. What's she thinking here? Big body splash connects. Rhea's definitely feeling that one. Picks her up. Rhea able to reverse. Head slam again. Rhea's had enough, tags her partner back in. Discus clothesline takes down Liv. Drags her away from the ropes. Looking for the win. Only a 1 count, taking too much time to get her away from the ropes. Liv slowly fighting her way back to her feet. Looking for a Hurricane Rana, but Natalya is able to reverse it into an alley-oop face slam. Locking in the sharpshooter, maybe too close to the ropes here. Beth gets in and breaks it up. Liv fighting out. Sends Natalya into the corner. A lot of back and forth action between these two. Natalya has her hooked. Big power bomb. If I was Natalya, I would have went for the win there. Liv getting that hot tag. Natalya sent over the top. Stunner drops her down to the floor. A little bit of well-needed breaths taken by Beth there. Natalya gets her chance to tag out. Kick to the midsection. Riptide on the Phoenix. Is this gonna be it? No, she doesn't go for the cut. Yes, she does, finally. Rhea can't make up her mind. Liv's able to get in and break up the count. Rhea said, Liv, you don't want to get out, I'll toss you out. Tags Natalya back in. Natalya hooks her. Another overhead fisherman suplex. Too close to the ropes to get that pin, though. Drops her down, locking in the sharpshooter. Liv is nowhere to be found. Could this be it? Liv's able to break it up. Natalya going for the pin. Too close to the ropes again. Beth reverses. Reverse DDT onto Natalya. Beth makes an escape and tags in Liv. Kicking combination rocks Natalya. Off the ropes. Oblivion. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. I thought that was going to be it, and so did Beth, taking Rhea off the apron. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. Natalya drops Liv outside the ring. Good one, Raj. Huge German suplex on the Liv onto the concrete. Tossing her back in the ring. Rhea comes back in. Let's see if she can finish the job. Big knee smash. Going for the clothesline. Is able to lock it into a jawbreaker. Big reversal from Rhea. Rhea locks in the submission. Beth's able to break it up. Going for the win. The Bad Girls get their first win since Wednesday Night Wreckage starts. They had something to prove tonight. Finally getting their win. Yes, Raj, that is what the community chose to name their tag team the night we chose our roster. A lot of big highlights in this match. Liv hitting Oblivion off the ropes. I thought that was gonna be it. Congratulations goes out to the tag team champions.
The Bad Girls.
There you go. There you go, Raj. I like that a lot better than what it's supposed to mean. Congratulations, Team WAP. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one tag team match down, going straight into another one. The women showed what they had. Now let's see what the men can do. Team High Energy, Ricochet and Montez Ford going up against Team One Man, I guess, because I don't know who his tag team partner is. I don't see anybody there. Exactly, Raj. Is this a handicap match? I can't tell. Yeah, I thought that was freaking awesome, dude. It looks exactly like an action figure.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 422 pounds, the Tag Team Champions, Montez Ford and Ricochet, High Energy.
I hear the music, but who could it be?
And his name is John Cena!
And their opponents first, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in.
Looks like the title's just floating.
Pounds, the non-stop wrestling champion, John Cena!
Oh, it's John Cena. That's who my partner is. Got it. Get your bets in. Who's it gonna be? The team of the High Flyers or Team One Man Hustle? And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Looking to add one more win to his resume.
And from Toledo, Ohio, weighing in at
Another hometown boy.
Tony Zucconi.
The one-man mafia. The creator of Wednesday Night Wreckage. Straps up his boots and says, I'm not afraid to get in there and wrestle myself. Don't be mad, Emily, because you lost. John Cena and Montez Ford starting things off. John Cena working over Montez. Montez able to fight back to his feet. Cena. Fisherman suplex onto Ford. Drop kick to the side of the head. Cena already going up top. Looks like Ricochet was going to get involved, but stopped himself. Big elbow drop, finds nobody. DJ San, welcome to the stream. This is Wednesday Night Wreckage. You tuned in just in time to see your boy Tony Buccioni in a tag team match with John Cena, taking on Ricochet and Montez Ford. Ricochet working over the ribs of John Cena. Big spine buster from Ricochet. Drop kick from Cena. Tagging in the one-man mafia. Let's see what this powerhouse can do. Kick to the gut. Picks up Ricochet. Drops him face first on the top turnbuckle. Outstanding. Thank you for showing it there at Level Up Downtown. Anybody looking for some great video games, some retro video games, anything you need, stop in and see Jason Sugar. He'll be there to help you out. One-man mafia sent to the outside. Montez trying to knock him off the apron. Finally knocks him down. Level Up in Tiffin, Ohio. Back into the ring, here we go. Tony picks up Montez and tosses him outside. Threw him out of the ring like yesterday's trash. Trying to throw Montez back into the ring, but John Cena is blocking it. Montez fighting his way back. Throws the Mafia into the steps. Gets back into the ring. One man gets back into the ring. Action continues. High back body drop onto the Mafia. Standing moonsault finds nobody. Mafia is able to roll out of the way. Jumping DDT takes down the one man. looking for the win. Tony's able to kick out. Standing moonsault, this time connects onto the Mafia. Only a 1 count again. Montez looking a little frustrated. Montez tags out to Ricochet. Tony set for the ride over the top rope again. Showboating in the ring is Ricochet. Mafia taking his time, trying to get to his feet, trying to get some air out there on the outside. Kick to the midsection. Has him hooked, lifts him up. Jackknife powerbomb on the concrete. Tosses Ricochet into the apron. Tony calling Ricochet back in. Shoryuken doesn't connect fully, but the Code of Silence does. 1, 2, Montez is able to break the count up. Tony throws Montez into the referee. Montez is into the corner. Ricochet reverses. Unable to connect with those kicks. I don't know what he's thinking. Kick to the midsection. DDT drops the Mafia down. Ricochet outside. Springboard. 450 doesn't connect. DDT again drops Tony down. Ricochet up top. Elbow drop to the back of Tony. Mafia presses Ricochet down to the mat. Pulls him away from the ropes. Looking for the win. 1, 2. Montez with the save again. Cena, get in there. Big boot drops Ricochet down. Tony taking his frustration out on Montez. Power bombs Montez out for his troubles. Goes right back to Ricochet. Shoryuken doesn't fully connect. Introduces Ricochet's forehead to the top turnbuckle. A little bit of double team action here. What's gonna happen? Double axe handle to the small of the back of Ricochet. Cena locks in the STFU. Is this gonna be it? Tony gets in to make time, but Montez is able to break it up. Tony and Cena not working well together here. A lot of miscommunication. Montez hammer throws Tony out of the ring. Ricochet looking for a springboard elbow. Code Red powerbomb onto Montez. Yes, Jason, what you just heard there is we have a soundboard. You're able to spend your viewer points, that little circle down by the chat bar. If you click on that, there is a soundboard you can spend your viewer points on and take part in the stream by playing sound effects. Tagging in Tony. Tony back into the ring. Ricochet with the springboard, moonsault drop kick. Shotgun drop kick drops Tony down, puts him in the drop zone. Ricochet going up top. 630 finds the mark. Looking for the win. 1, 2. Tony is able to kick out at 2.99 seconds. My goodness, I thought that was going to be it. DDT busts open Ricochet. Tagging in Cena. Looking to drop the elbow, but nobody there. Ricochet with the bicycle boot. Springboard doesn't find Cena. Dragon Whip's able to reverse. Going up top again. Cena's able to knock Ricochet off the apron. Cena, you're fighting the wrong guy. Fisherman suplex on the Montez. Ricochet taking the opportunity. Emerald Flosion. Non-stop action in this match. Cena sent head first into the barricade. Tony not looking to save his partner. Cena with the protoplex on the Ricochet. Is this going to be a double count out? Ricochet breaks the count at the last second. My goodness. Big move from Ricochet. Yeah, Raj, I can see this happening. Cena was not communicating with Tony while he was in the ring, so I guess Tony's letting Cena learn a lesson. Ricochet, DDT again on Cena. Get it together. Montez finally getting a chance to get back in the ring. Combination taking down Cena. Going for the win. Tony finally comes in and lends a hand to Cena, but gets tossed out for his troubles.
I said, what's going on? Que pasa? What?
Stone Cold voicing his opinions here, not knowing what the hell's going on in this match. Cena drops the elbow on a Montez. Tony finally back up and on the apron. Mafia's back in on the match. Working over the shoulder of Montez, trying to cramp it up. Tossing Montez around like he's nothing. Montez trying to tag in Ricochet, and he does. Oh no! Code breaker to Tony. Is this gonna be it? Cena finally, the communication is finally working out. Ricochet is distracted by Cena. Hammer throws him out of the ring. Tony's back to his feet. Montez tag back in. Taz looking for a big clothesline. Tony was able to block it. Toe to silence into the corner. Drags him away from the ropes. Is this gonna be it? Ricochet at the last second's able to break it up. Tony press slams Ricochet for his troubles. Tony didn't know who to go after there. Montez hitting the standing moonsault. Cena trying to stop him. Frog splash from Montez. Cena breaks it up at the last minute. Gosh, I thought that was going to be it. Cena's got 5 seconds to get out. My goodness, what a match. Tony's able to reverse. Into the top turnbuckle, bust in Montez open, tags in Cena. Double team again. Double X to the back again of Montez Ford. My goodness. Cena going for the win. Again, that miscommunication between Cena and Tony, it's gonna cost him. These two need to get on the same page. Ricochet back in again. This may be the match of the night. My goodness. Emerald Explosion again onto Cena. Ricochet dealing out these DDTs like he's paying bills. Cena's up on the shoulders. TKO face breaker onto Cena, busting him open. Cena's at the ropes, and Tony breaks it up. Cena takes advantage of the distraction. Drops Ricochet into the turnbuckle. Stomping a mud hole. Deadlift gut wrench. Slam onto Ricochet. Cena tags in Mafia. Tony calls him up. Code of Silence drops him in the center of the ring. Is this gonna be it? 1, 2, Montez breaks it up. Cena and Tony cannot get on the same page. Tony calls him up again. Code of Silence, another one, center of the ring. 1, 2, 3, finally this match is over. My goodness. After about 5 Code of Silences, Tony and Cena not being on the same page, this match has come to an end. My goodness. Highlights from the match, back and forth match.
Here are your winners, Tony.
John Cena and the One-Man Mafia get a win over the tag team champs.
Jesus!
My thoughts exactly. What a match. After that one, I'm gonna need to give my throat a rest. So don't go anywhere. I will see you guys in 90 seconds. Wednesday Night Wreckage rolls on after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wednesday Night Wreckage. Let's keep things moving along. We have our next match, a one-on-one. Tommaso Ciampa taking up Xavier Woods. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the Blackheart making his way down to the ring. Such an intimidating entrance.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa.
Predictions are up. Use those points to who you think's gonna win. Tommaso Ciampa or Xavier Woods. And while we have the time during this slow entrance from Tommaso, I want to send a shout out. You saw him earlier in the chat, DJ Sen from Level Up here in Tiffin. If any of my viewers here like to listen to podcasts as the days roll on, he is co-hosts with John Brickner. A very funny podcast called Back in the Day with John and Jay. They take 80s and 90s movies, put their own little spin on it, include tons of raunchy comedy, so if you're not a fan of that, I would steer clear of it, but it is absolutely hilarious. Check out their podcast. That is Back in the Day with John and Jay. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the man who loves to spread positivity, Xavier Woods.
From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds.
No problem, DJ Sen. Hilarious episode you guys put out this week. They ended up covering Drop Dead Fred this week. It was absolutely hilarious. Here we go. Xavier reversing out of the backdrop. Off the ropes, looking for a springboard DDT, but nobody home. Jumping neck breaker from Tommaso. Standing vertical suplex. Showing off the strength, doing a couple squats. Ciampa going up top. Diving clothesline takes down Xavier. Xavier looking for a flying forearm, but Tommaso was able to block it. Woods fights out. Standing crescent kick from Woods. Now Woods going up top. Big body splash, but Tommaso had it scouted. Gets the knees up right into the midsection. Woods running right into a back elbow. Tommaso throwing Xavier outside hard. Wanting to go after him, but the ref was stopping him. Now he gets a chance to. Xavier sending Ciampa for the ride. Big overhand right. Looking for another one, but was unable to connect. Woods leaning up against the announcer's table. Now Ciampa. Both take the action back into the ring. Woods taking a chance to showboat. Might have cost him. Into the corner. Overhand rights from Ciampa, dropping him down. Now he's stomping the mud hole. Kick to the face. Open hand slap to the chest of Ciampa. Xavier tossing him out. What's he thinking? Big move coming. Big drop kick through the ropes. Jason wants Xavier to win. Xavier ribs first into the steel steps. Fighting back to a vertical base. Xavier back into the ring. Tommaso and Xavier both trying to catch their breath. Has him hooked. Xavier reverses into a small package. Not even a 1 count. Xavier going to the middle rope. Double axe handle across the back of Ciampa. Punching combination. Clothesline. Xavier getting fired up. Big drop kick takes down Tommaso. No problem, Jason. Tommaso looking for another kick to the gut. Xavier's able to reverse. Jumping knee taking down Tommaso. Up top again. Elbow drop across the small of the back. Rolls him over. Looking for the win. Only a 2. Xavier roll through facebuster on Ciampa. Ciampa finally starts fighting back. Rolling facebuster. Ciampa trying to build up the momentum. Xavier rolls through. Stomp to the midsection. Big fist drop. Going to the middle rope again. Another elbow drop finds its mark. My goodness, Xavier is fired up here. Busting open Tommaso. Going up top again. Is he looking for that 9,000 elbow drop? He does, and it finds the mark. 1, 2. Tommaso kicks out again. Xavier says, fine, I'll do it one more time. Tommaso rolls out of the way at the last possible second. Calls him up. Kick to the face. Where is this Woods coming from? Tommaso finally slows him down. Calls him to his feet. Kick to the midsection. Angel wings. Xavier's able to kick out this time. My goodness, high speed back and forth between these two. Locking in the submission. Close to the ropes, Xavier. All you gotta do is reach out and grab it. Tommaso breaks it. Again, Xavier with that roll through facebuster. Lights keep going out during the match. I don't know what's going on. Drags him away through the ropes, looking for the win. Xavier ekes out the win. Congratulations, Woods on a little bit of a winning streak here. Highlights from the match. Another fast-paced match, my goodness. I barely had time to catch my breath after the last one, then I got to roll right into this one. I thought that was going to be it after the Angel Wings was hit from Tommaso, but Xavier hits that roll through facebuster again, pulls Tommaso away from the ropes, and is able to get the 3 on the Ciampa.
Here is your winner, Xavier Woods.
Congratulations, Xavier. Little bit of celebration with the trombone, spreading that power of positivity. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on to our next one, another big match. The great one, the People's Champ, The Rock, taking on the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. It doesn't matter how many times I hear that song, I get goosebumps every time. The crowd thoroughly behind their champ.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, The Rock!
It doesn't matter what your name is.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the People's Champion, the Brahma Bull, The Rock. Giving the people what they want, the people's eyebrow. Place your bets while we wait for Kevin Owens to get down to the ring. People's Champ versus KO.
And his opponent from Marieville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens!
This man's got a hell of a big match ahead of him this weekend at WrestleMania. Him and his best friend Sami Zayn taking on the Usos to see if they can take those tag team titles away from the Bloodline. Oh man, crowd automatically turning on The Rock. Neck breaker from KO. Rock fights back to his feet. Big chop from KO. Picks up The Rock. Fall away slam onto the Great One. The Rock going to the top rope now. I don't see this very often. Looking for an elbow drop, and nobody home. Knee to the midsection. Punching combination takes down the Great One. Off the rope, senton splash from KO. KO's turn to go up top. Swanton bomb finds the mark. Looking for an easy win here. Already a 2 count. Kevin Owens thinking he beat The Rock already with that one. Submission locked in. Rock fights to his feet. Kevin Owens is just staying on the Great One, not giving him a chance to get any moves in. German suplex delivered. Right hands to the head of the Great One, busts him open. Drop kick from The Rock takes down Owens. Drags him away from the ropes. Picks him up. KO has The Rock up on his shoulders. Fall away neck breaker. Dragging the Rock away from the ropes. Trying to get the win, goes for the pin. Another 2 count. Kevin Owens is staying on The Rock. This is what you got to do when you're taking on such a big name like The Rock. You cannot give him any room to breathe. Stunner on The Rock. The Rock knows exactly how that feels. I thought that was gonna be it. My goodness, stunner out of nowhere. Kevin Owens working over the People's Champ. My goodness. Kevin Owens, what's he thinking here? Body splash, but The Rock had it scouted. Gets the knees up. Spine buster on the KO. The Rock sets him up. Could it be the most electrifying move in sports entertainment today? The People's Elbow finds the mark on the KO right into the pin. 1, 2. KO's able to kick out. Rock going up top again. Lands the elbow drop this time. Taking KO over to the ropes. Sends him for the ride. Ducks to clothesline. Off the ropes. Huge clothesline turns KO inside out. KO is able to reverse and get back to his feet. Rock fights back. Has KO up. Drops him across that top rope again. Leg DDT, trying to work over those legs. Calls him up. Could this be it? Hooks him. Nails the rock bottom on a KO. Goes for the win. Is this going to be it? 1, 2. KO kicks out again. Rock getting frustrated, having words with the ref. KO rose through and delivers the punches. Rock fights out this time. Calm KO up again. Went for a clothesline, nobody home. KO takes a knee to the gut. Has him hooked. Lifts him up. Atomic drop on the KO, but KO rose through. Picks The Rock up this time. Drops him across the top rope. KO bobbing and weaving, trying to stay out of the reach of the Great One. Twisting neck breaker again. Off the ropes, senton, but The Rock gets the knees up this time. Float over DDT, drops KO down. Rock pulled him away from the ropes again, into the center of the ring. KO fights through. Driving the face of the Great One into the mat. KO up top. Went for a double axe handle, but nobody home. The Rock with another atomic drop. Delivering his own fist to KO, trying to bust him open. More fists flying in the way of KO. KO looking for a clothesline, nobody there, and the lights go out again. Knee to the side of the face of KO. Rock to the middle rope this time. Elbows aplenty. Every match tonight has been insane. The Rock looking for another people's elbow. KO rose through, super kick to The Rock. KO calling him up. Is this gonna be it? Stunner again to The Rock, center of the ring. 1, 2. The Rock kicks out again. My goodness. These matches are going on forever tonight. KO with the frog splash. Is this gonna be it? 1, 2. The Rock kicks out again. The frustration setting in on KO's face. Calls him up one more time. Another stunner. Center of the ring. 1, 2. The Rock kicks out again. My goodness. What does KO have to do to keep the Great One down? Spine buster from The Rock. Going for the cover. Is this gonna be it? And The Rock gets the win. My goodness. The Rock was unstoppable in that match. How many stunners does it take? You gotta give it up for Kevin Owens, though. My goodness, he fought with absolutely everything he had. Kicking out of the people's elbow. 3 stunners on The Rock. Kicking out of a rock bottom. Hell of a match between these two. Insane. There it is, the spine buster that took out Kevin Owens. After losing to the One-Man Mafia last week in Tony's debut match, The Rock's able to get a win back under his belt with a win over Kevin Owens. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. It is that time. Once again, before we start this fatal four-way, it is ad break time. Don't go anywhere. Wednesday Night Wreckage rolls on. I'll see you in 90 seconds. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday Night Wreckage rolls on into a fatal four-way. Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Walter, and Batista. Fatal four-way. This one's gonna be hard-hitting. While this match is loading up, another shout out to Joe Crawford for my personalized logo he made me that you're seeing during those ad breaks. Thank you so much, Joe. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get into this next one. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. The Tribal Chief.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring from Pensacola, Florida. Weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman
Another man who's got a huge match ahead of him this weekend at WrestleMania, taking on Cody Rhodes for the Universal Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns. Anybody new stopping by, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. We're all friendly here.
and his opponents. First, from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
This man is an absolute beast as he makes his way down to the ring. Big Bob. Speaking of powerhouses, you can't have that conversation without this man right here. The man will turn your chest into mincemeat with all the chops he delivers. This is Walter.
And from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds, Walter!
Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, another legend in his own right. The Animal, Batista.
And from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista!
Every one of these men are complete monsters in the ring. Crowd not behind Roman tonight. Here we go. Bobby with a standing vertical suplex on the Batista, the strength of that man. Underhook powerbomb onto Roman from Walter. Roman puts Walter into the corner, delivering the clotheslines. Pulls him out and delivers one more. Batista hooking Bobby, but Bobby's able to fight out. Pump handle. Overhead suplex from Roman. Running STO from Bobby. Batista going to the middle of the rope, calling up Bobby. Went for a shoulder tackle, but nobody home. Batista rolls out of the ring to catch his breath. Roman still working on Walter. Big forearm to the back of the head. Walter now takes a break outside. Bobby and Roman going at each other. Another forearm to the back of Bobby's head. Batista's back in the ring. Superman punch delivered to Lashley. Double-handed choke slam from Batista. Roman breaking the count up. Fists are flying everywhere in this match. Walter looking for that overhand chop, but Bobby had it scouted. Roman has Batista hooked. Standing vertical suplex into a jackhammer. European uppercut delivered to Lashley. Press slam from Batista. Walter turns his attention onto Batista and delivers a front suplex. Batista taking another break as he rolls outside. Walter and Bobby left in the ring. Dominator onto Walter. Is this gonna be it? Roman slides in and pulls Bobby off of Walter. Bobby has Roman up. Taking him around the ring, letting everybody get a good picture. European uppercut delivered to Batista. Walter just manhandling Batista. I've never seen that before. Tossing Batista around the ring. Lashley working the legs over on Roman. Lashley has him hooked again, has him up on the shoulders. Rolling Dominator. Is that gonna be it? Walter breaks it up. Lashley turns his attention to Walter. And puts Walter on display. Finally drops him down. Batista and Roman going at it. Roman has Batista up. Jackhammer onto Batista. Walter breaks up the count again. Walter into the ropes, sent to the outside. Guillotine choke locked in on Batista. Walter breaks it up again. Walter going right after Roman, but Roman's able to fight back. Has him hooked, double underhook, powerbomb onto Roman. Bonsai drop from Walter. Walter calling up Batista, but gets intersected. Double headbutt. Hooks Roman again. Another gut wrench powerbomb. Mounted punches from Roman. Lashley picks up Batista. Batista fights out. Sleeper drop from Roman onto Walter. Batista hooks Lashley. Batista bomb onto Lashley. Batista is trying to pull Lashley away from the ropes. Finally manages to do so. Goes into the pin. 1, 2. Lashley's able to kick out, taking too much time trying to get that big man away from the ropes. Mounted punches from Lashley this time. Turns his attention to Walter. Stalling suplex again. Looks like Batista's cheering on Lashley. And the lights go out again. Gutbuster from Lashley. Choke tossing Batista. Forearm to the back of the head of Lashley. Roman calling for it. Who's he gonna hit? Spear onto Lashley. Hurry up, go for the pin. Last Symphony power bombs onto Batista. Superman punch hit Lashley square in the jaw, but Walter was there to break up the count. Capture suplex delivered to Walter. Here we go. Fists and feet flying every which way. Swinging neckbreaker onto Lashley. Hip toss from Walter. Walter taking time to showboat. Spine buster from Batista. Knee to the side of the face of Roman. Walter got caught. Kick to the midsection. Swinging neckbreaker. Going for the cover. Only a 1 count. Knee to the back. Locking in the Rings of Saturn submission. Lashley breaks it up. Hip toss from Walter. Lashley getting dropped across the top rope again. Mounted punches. Big German suplex onto Lashley. Walter gets dropped across the top rope again. Rings of Saturn locked in again, and Lashley breaks it up. Batista going for the cover. Oh, and sneaks out the victory. Bobby was preoccupied with Roman, and Batista was able to sneak in the victory. Another incredible match tonight. Superman punch while the power bomb's delivered.
Here is your winner, the Animal,
Batista making his debut on Wednesday Night Wreckage and getting his first win in a hard-fought battle. Congratulations, Batista. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep things rolling along here. Semi-main event, Brock Lesnar taking on Seth freaking Rollins. A lot of animosity between these two. Anybody new stopping by, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Here we go, semi-main event. The Beast taking on Rollins.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, Brock Lesnar!
Another couple of guys with WrestleMania matches this weekend. Brock Lesnar taking on Omos at WrestleMania, while Seth Rollins takes on the celebrity Jake Paul. Or excuse me, Logan Paul. I get him confused. Cowboy Bork is in the ring waiting for Rollins. I don't like either of them either, but you gotta give it to Logan Paul. This dude has only had like 4 wrestling matches in the WWE, and every single one of them have been bangers. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, Seth freaking Rollins.
And his opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217
No
pounds,
problem, Jason.
Seth Rollins!
Yeah, I think, you talking about Brock, Emily? Oh, Logan's. Well, he had like, this would be like his 5th match in the year. That's not bad for a 1-year contract. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Beast Slayer versus the Beast. Brock able to reverse out of the suplex. German suplex delivered to Rollins. Knee to the side of the face. Brock hoists Rollins up and tosses him across the ring. Seth trying to fight back but can't gain any momentum. Another belly-to-belly suplex, throwing Rollins down. Jawbreaker to fight out of it. Brock trying to end it early, not even a 1 count. Welcome back, Raj. Brock stretching the face of Seth Rollins. Pull back ripcord forearm. Brock has him up. Rollins able to fight off the shoulders. Forearm to the back of the head. Brock fights to his feet. Mounted hammer fists. My goodness. Wearing out the face of Rollins. Another huge right. Looking for the win. Rollins is able to kick out. Rollins hooks him. Snap suplex delivered to Brock. And another Falcon Arrow to follow that up. Seth's calling for it. Went for the knee. Was unable to connect. Capture suplex. My goodness, threw him halfway across the ring. Picks him up. Fisherman Buster suplex. The road to Suplex City may have just started. Brock locked in on Seth. Seth doesn't give up. Drops Brock down with a kick to the midsection. Submission locked in on Brock this time, but Brock's quickly out of it. Uh-oh, here we go. Keeping the hands locked. Suplex City, here we go. Finally releases. Rolls him over and goes for the win. 1, 2. Seth's able to kick out at 2. Brock having words with the referee. Calls Seth to his feet. Could this be it? Seth fights back. Kick to the midsection. Off the ropes. Stomp. Perfectly placed onto Brock. Seth pulls him away from the ropes. Going for the win. 1, 2. Brock kicks out of the stomp. Crowd thoroughly behind these two. Seth hits the flying forearm. Standing moonsault right on point. Calls Brock to his feet. Foot capture, hook kick to the back of the head. And another stomp finds the mark. Can Seth slay the beast again? Brock is able to kick out at 2.999. Off the ropes. Went for that knee drop, but Brock rolls out of the way. Vertical suplex from Brock. Capture suplex this time. Another trip to Suplex City. Here we go. Seth's brains have just got to be scrambled after that. Seth still kicks out. What does Brock have to do to keep Seth down? Hoists him up again and tosses him across the ring. Seth fights back to his feet. Seth going up top. Phoenix Splash finds the mark halfway across the ring. How did he do that? For the win. Brock barely gets his arm up that time. Brock had to fight to roll out of that pin. Slaps back and forth. Capture suplex. Brock calls him to his feet. This may be the end. F5 in the middle of the ring, rolls right into the cover. 1, 2. Seth kicks out. What does Brock have to do? Seth has him hooked. Oh, was looking for the pedigree, but Brock reverses into a clothesline. Another trip to Suplex City. This has got to be it. Give it up to Seth Rollins, but he cannot take any more of this punishment. Followed up by an F5. Good night, Seth Rollins. Thanks for coming into the pin. 1, 2, 3. There it is. The Beast claims another victim. I had no clue who was going to win this match after they both kicked out of each other's finishers. Especially after that Phoenix Splash. That was insane. There it is, the F5 center of the ring.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
Congratulations, Brock. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna run one more ad. Don't go anywhere. We got the main event coming up. You don't want to miss it. I'll see you in 90 seconds. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Main event time. This is huge. The way this rivalry happened, Stone Cold was supposed to have a match against Tommaso Ciampa last week in the main event, and AJ Styles attacked Ciampa backstage, drug him out to the ramp and left him laying, inserted himself into the match. The referee called it off and ended in a shoot fight. Absolutely no main event last week, which has led us to our main event tonight. The rivalry growing between these two has led to a tables match between AJ Styles and Stone Cold Steve Austin. But as you know, with the main event comes big energy, and there's only one man to get you amped up for it. Michael Buffer, lead us into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Here we go. Table set up outside of the ring, and here comes the man who cost all the viewers last week the main event.
The following contest is a tables match. Making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Hang in there, Emily. This is the main event. You don't want to miss this one. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the diabolical AJ Styles. All I know is he's got one pissed off redneck waiting to come through that curtain. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, JR. Go ahead and say it.
And his opponent from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Get those bets in. Huge main event here. Tables match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and the phenomenal AJ Styles. Let's see if Stone Cold can get his revenge on AJ for ruining the main event last week. Here we go. Tables match for Wednesday Night Wreckage main event. AJ Styles starting things off with a neck breaker, trying to work over that surgically repaired neck of Stone Cold. Dropping the knee across the face. Springboard moonsault. AJ came here with a purpose. He is working over the rattlesnake here. Gut buster onto Stone Cold. Stone Cold finally able to get out of the grasp of AJ. Looking for a suplex. And nails it. Picture perfect suplex, center of the ring. Stone Cold taking his time to get up, and AJ takes advantage. AJ going up top. Frog splash connects. AJ going outside looking for some toys under the ring. Pulls out a table, first table of the match here. Stone Cold doing the same. AJ's able to cut him off though. Big forearm shiver across the face of the rattlesnake. AJ setting up that table. Who's it gonna be? Stone Cold gets sent into the table. Is that it? No, AJ did not put Stone Cold through the table. Springboard 450 splash. Calling up Stone Cold. Looking for the phenomenal forearm, and he hits it. Busting open the rattlesnake. The match is not over. Stone Cold was not put through the table. Stunner hung up on the top rope. Stone Cold waiting for AJ to come back in, giving him the double finger salute. Picks up AJ. AJ fights out of it. Reverse DDT. Sends Austin back into the ring. AJ picking that table back up. Putting it into the ring. Stone Cold looking to get his own. AJ sneaking around the ring, trying to catch the rattlesnake off guard, and he does. Austin gives him a hip toss. Stone Cold beating AJ's head into the concrete. Taking the legs out from Stone Cold. AJ back into the ring. Stone Cold picking that table back up, putting it in the ring. We got two tables in the ring here. What's gonna happen? Stone Cold with the Luthez press. Trying to get some momentum. Stone Cold setting up one of those tables. AJ may be in trouble. Fighting out of it. Stone Cold takes a DDT. Stunner from AJ onto Stone Cold. Stone Cold sent interrupt. And AJ with the flying kick puts Stone Cold through the table. I don't believe it. AJ came here tonight to make a point. Now what's he thinking? Going back and attacking the rattlesnake. What are you doing, AJ? You made your point. You beat him up last week and now you're taking it all out on him again. Leave him alone for God's sakes. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a long one and I appreciate everybody staying to the end. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're here next Wednesday, 7 p.m. for the next episode of Wednesday Night Wreckage. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and we'll see what happens to AJ Styles after Stone Cold wakes up from this main event. Thank you so much. Tune in to YouTube for the replay in case you missed anything, and I'll see you next Wednesday. I love you, and have a good night, everybody.